It's Saturday the 22nd of October 2016. Good afternoon, gang. We're a bit late today. 10 past 12 because I've had to go to the bank this morning and insert, boys and girls, insert my wages there. On the way back, there was, it's like a shared path we have with cyclists and pedestrians here. And I'm just coming near my house. 3 people coming towards me. And so one of them moved over. Young couple with pram, looking as miserable as sin, with a face like thunder, him not smiling afterwards. And, of course, someone's mum, obviously the child's nanny, who smiled at me and walked over. The other 2 didn't move. Of course they didn't. No. No, I got a buggy. Move out the way. I got a buggy. No, I won't move out the way. You move out the way, dear. Anyway, the elderly lady kindly smiled and moved out of my way. And as I carried on, I spotted a child's shoe on there. And it looked brand new. And I said, "Excuse me, is this your shoe?" And of course, the young couple, you know, miserable as sin, completely ignored me and carried on. It's a good job that whoever's mother it was turned round and she says, "Oh, what one is it, please?" I said, "It's just on the floor down there." Now, I was on my bike, so I couldn't bend over. So she came over. "Oh, yeah, that's ours. Thank you ever so much," she said. And the other couple, not a word from the other couple. Rude, dear, rude. I mean, you do wonder these days why you bother helping anyone, don't you? Eh? How many times has it happened to you, chaps? Have you held the door open for a young lady? Don't need that to hold it open. Don't need that. No, don't bother. Just slam it in their faces as they walk past. That's it. Elderly ladies, completely different thing generally. Very, very nice. Very nice and appreciative of little things that we do, boys and girls. Perhaps you'd like me to do a little thing for you as well. Send your answers in by email to chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Now, I'm very, very pleased to announce I have now purchased a second Christmas present. Oh, yes. I now have young nephew's Christmas present, and I now have my sister's Christmas present. I'm doing very well. We're not even in November yet. Now, what it is, shouldn't really tell you this, what it is, there was a sale on. You've got to save the pennies, dear. You've got to save the pennies. Actually, I must tell you, the money I probably saved on the 2 gifts that I've purchased already will probably buy all, excuse me, all of the little ones' presents. Because I don't find children's presents, certainly not as an uncle, maybe different as a parent, because I don't have to buy the big gift. Do you know what I mean? For the little child, they usually have a big gift, don't they? And lots of little ones. I mean, some parents, foolishly in my mind, go out and buy them loads of big gifts. And I think that's just madness. I've known people to borrow money for Christmas presents. Madness. No, one large gift. If you can afford it. If you can't afford a large gift, don't buy a large gift. Lots of little things. So the uncle and the aunts get to buy the little gifts, don't they? And actually, this would be the 3rd year we've done this. Me and my friend Ronnie, we go to Hamley's toy shop a couple of weeks before Christmas, and we do all the children's stuff in one fell swoop. We are like rooks swooping down on the gifts, and it's a lovely atmosphere. And I can't move my chair here. Do you know? I'm looking at my mat down there. I saw in the shop down the road in the shopping centre. They've got one of those bits and pieces shop run by Mr. Patel. I don't know if it's his wife who runs the cleaners as well. Actually, there's a dry cleaners down here. There might be the same person. But anyway, he's got a shop within the shopping centre, and they sell all bits and pieces. And there's a very colourful rug in there. Oh, it's lovely. It's too good to go on the floor. I'm looking at this, this rug on the floor now, and it's a bit bland. It's a bit beige. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit beige. We like something with a bit of colour, and this rug in the shopping centre at Mr. Patel's is all little diamonds and all different colours. Very, very pretty, dear. Very, very pretty. Anyway, where was I? Oh, I've lost my place now. What were we talking about? Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll move on. Now, I've been asked I've been... Christmas presents. That was it. Christmas... Oh, let me just uncross that there because I haven't done that yet. Yep. So Christmas presents. Very pleased to say I now have purchased 2 Christmas presents. Who can do better than that? Eh? Has anyone yet purchased all their Christmas presents for all the little ones and the older ones as well? Has anyone done it all yet? I bet some of you have. But please don't be borrowing money. Buy what you can afford. And if you can't afford anything, make something. Make something. One of the nicest little birthday presents I ever got was a little box. It was for my 50th birthday present. And it was sent, of course, 3 years ago by a lovely young lady, 16 years. So 16, she must be 19 now. She used to listen to the show all the time. I don't know if she listens to it now or not. Kathleen it was. I think it was Kathleen who sent it in. Was it Kathleen? Oh, do you know, I can't remember. How awful. Anyway, it's downstairs. And it was just a little paper box that she'd made and written on the side, Happy 50th birthday. How nice is that? You can make your own presents. No problem. Food's a good one. My sister generally makes us several jars of a homemade marmalade. Yum, yum, yum. She was asking me the other day how to make honey. I said, I think you have to collect bees and crush them, don't you? Do you just collect bees and put them in a what's that rotator thing? A blender, and then you got honey come. Is that how you make honey? I'm not sure about that. I mean, how do you do different flavours? Do you put a couple of wasps in there? Not flies. Oh no, we don't like flies. Disgusting, filthy things, dear. Some people, I do see flies sometimes, but as someone opens their jacket and you see these flies come up, dirty people, dear, dirty people. Anyway, so that's my Christmas presents. I'm well away with that. Someone has asked us to host a bingo night. Now, I used to do bingo. I've done it in several places on quite a large scale of prizes. The only thing was, it was a lot of hard work. The way I did it, it was a lot of hard work. However, I don't think you need to necessarily do it as big as I did it. So I am considering that. Now, this would be in North London, in Camden town. And I'm wondering, do we have any Camdenites watching this programme at this very moment, or North London, who might be interested in a bingo night in a pub? What do you reckon? This request came to me yesterday. I quite like the idea. I do like the idea. What do you reckon? Should we have a bingo night to add another... Well, I've done bingo nights before, but I haven't done one at the moment. And I have kind of thought to myself, oh, do you know, I'd like to do a bingo night again. I've been thinking that over the last few months, actually. And one has just landed at my door. So I don't know. What do you reckon? Do you fancy a bingo night somewhere? If so, just put a little message under here, darlings. Okay? So that I know. Now, talking of messages, here are some messages from yesterday's show. Josh, good morning, Josh. Or good afternoon, Josh. Says, I prefer the old Cadbury's chocolate. Because we were talking about Cadbury's. Absolutely. They've done something to the taste. Now, Cadbury's, and indeed Josh, tells me that Cadbury's say it's because they've changed the shape of it. Therefore, it tastes different. Well, in that case, if it's as easy as that, dear, change the shape. I mean, how stupid can you be? Change the shape back then we'll like it again. And, you know, you can't say that to them because they'll always have an answer. Oh, but we've done a survey and people prefer it like this. You know, you can never argue with anyone anymore, can you? No one will back down. Have you noticed this? Have you noticed that? No one backs down anymore. I was saying, and here's another example. I was saying to the swimming pool bloke the other day, one of the swimming pool blokes who runs it. I said, you need to do something. You know, people are walking in the swimming lane or going very slow. I said, I know it's not a fast lane, but they are going very slow. There must be some policing. And of course, the answer is not, yes, we've listened to you, we'll do something about it. The answer is, well, people complain about people swimming too fast. Hello, it's a swimming lane. Do you know what I mean? It's a swimming lane. It says adult swimming lane. Now, you would expect surely to go, I'm not talking about going mad, but you would surely expect to go at a reasonable speed in there and not have people getting in the way all the time. Although, that being said, if you have... Now, how would you put this? If you had the right... No, that's not the right sort of people. They're the right like-minded. If you had like-minded people in there, which we do sometimes, we can have 4 or 5 in that side, and we're all, going at a reasonable speed, and it works. But you've only got to have someone come in there and do 1 mile an hour, and then everyone starts backing up. It reminds me of my stomach backing up all the time. It really does. And we start backing up, and it overflows at the other end. It really does. So that's the swimming. Let me have a look. So bingo. Oh, I talked about the bingo. We've done the bingo. Yes. Back to our messages. Simon says, talking of banks, Chris, we were talking about banks. Oh, I've been to the bank this morning. The miserable troll was once again on the till. There she is, sitting on her computer. Oh, where's my glasses? Oh, they've disappeared again. Oh, something to show you that. Oh, there they are. There she was, sitting on it, because she's short. She's really small, right? So it's a bit like this. It's a bit like this. Just a minute. She's a bit like this, right? As I come in, all I can see... all I can see is this. And then sometimes she looks up and then carries on. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. What could she be doing on that computer? Huh? Strange people. Yeah, it was her again today. Anyway, Simon says, talking of banks, there's a thing going around the internet. I don't know if it's true, but apparently if someone is forcing you onto an ATM, oh, I live in hope, Simon. I hope to be forced somewhere at some time. I really do, dear. Forced onto an ATM. If you tap in your numbers in backwards, it alerts the police and they will come to your rescue without the robber knowing. Is this true or just internet? Oh no, it's a load of old rubbish. Don't believe stuff that you see here on the internet, dear. God's sake, there's so much rubbish going around here. And please, Simon, never ever do a cut and paste. Oh, Facebook is going to start charging. If you cut and paste this here, they won't charge. Better to be safe than sorry. And all that old crap. Don't take any notice. Please copy and paste this on your wall. Oh, I'm sick to death. I mean, how stupid can people be? That they continue to cut and paste stupid things without understanding or realising that they are actually appearing really stupid. Eh? And then there's the other one. Oh, this is a test. I want to see how many people read my post and put a comment at the end of it. If you are a true friend, you will do this. So please put a comment and cut and paste this on your wall. No, I won't. In fact, I will delete you. Yes, because we don't want to see stupid things like this on the internet. Please, Simon. Dear me, and you've been flummoxed. That's a good word. Flummoxed. Have you been flummoxed, Simon, to thinking that could possibly be true? And what if your number is 1221 or 1111? If you put that in backwards, not only will you give the robber the cash, but the police arrive at the same time as well, won't they? How exciting would that be? Perhaps the police are the robbers. You don't know that. Thank you to Wendy for correcting. We like a bit of correction. We like a bit of correction. Thank you for Wendy for correcting Simon on that small but important matter. Thank you, Wendy. Alan Russell says yes again. It's a load of old rubbish. Don't take any notice of that. All right. Hello to Ryan McNair, who says, long time no speak. Your singing for my birthday was as wonderful as ever. Well, I'll be singing again in a moment. Don't you worry about that. We don't want anyone to feel left out. Ronnie's going to that place called Dubai in a few days. Dubai. Honestly. And so he's rushing around. But he started yesterday. I haven't seen him since Thursday, really. Well, yes, I did. I popped around yesterday for lunch. Rushing. Oh, rather you than me. No more plane travel for me for some time. I'm telling you that now. He's rushing around. Oh, we're going Monday. We've got to get ready. This is on Thursday. He starts. Rush. What if I miss the plane? No, don't have to do that anymore. Thank you very much. Rather you than me. You go on your aeroplanes in whatever class you want. You travel to that airport in that overpriced cab. or pay £200 for the privilege of parking your car outside on a field. You sit there in the what's that called? The departure lounge, waiting, queuing up to drop your cases in, queuing up to do that, worrying that your case is going to be too heavy when you weigh it on the machine. Going through security. Oh, could you come over here, sir? We've picked up some explosives, some explosive powder on your case. That's happened to me before. Explosive powder on my case, or something like that. And then they look at it. Of course, there's nothing in there. I don't know how what that is. It picks up, but it does pick up stuff. And then you get called over to the side. Oh God! And then you've got to sit on those goddamn awful plastic chairs if you're in economy, waiting for 2.5, 3 hours for your blooming plane to go. Sitting there like a lemon, going into Dixon's, being conned by what you think are cheaper prices because you never checked the prices out before you went, did you? No. Even in the business lounge, okay, you've only got to be there about an hour before the plane goes, but then you sit there twiddling your thumbs. What do I do now? Bored. Then you get on the plane, don't you? You sit down on the plane, hours on end, bored. Then it doesn't end there. You get off at the other end after sitting there in the turbulence like that. Off the other end, queuing to get through customs, queuing, especially if you go to America. They're the worst queues in the world. Australia are really good. They're very quick, the Australians. But even then you've got to go through like a fruit and veg control type thing. Oh, it goes on and on. I hate flying. Thank God I discovered caravans of the UK. I love it. So rather in the... And Dubai. I mean, you know, what's that? Dubai. A few concrete buildings staring up into the sky and a bit of water. That's all it is. How uninteresting. But he likes it. He likes it, so good luck to him. Rush. No, thank you very much. I must show you this. You haven't seen Maureen before, have you? This is Maureen. Okay, this is the lady that brings me in sandwiches and things. Or not so much sandwiches now, but salads, because I requested not to have bread. And she brings me in a little box of cheese salad with little tomatoes and lettuce, a bit of cheese, a couple of bags of crisps, and a little. I had a chocolate cake from her yesterday as well, a little like a mini roll type thing. Very nice. Anyway, she's done a picture of us all. Look at this, lovely picture. There's me. She's got her eyes closed. That's Maureen there, and that's Steve there on the right. Is that on your right or your left? I'm not quite sure. On your right, yeah. No, is that on your left? I think is that on your left? I think that's on your left, isn't it? I'm not sure. Anyway, that's Steve there. There's Maureen in the middle, and some old bloke on the side there. That's at a karaoke night, and she put one in a frame as well there. Steve's not on that one. I don't think he could get in the frame there. And a little card as well here. Look at this. Isn't this lovely? This card here. She brought this in for me last night. Life is better with friends. Look at that. Life is better with friends. And it says to Chris, lots of love from Maureen. There she is there, look. But she keeps closing her eyes when she has her picture taken. Maureen, are you asleep, Maureen? Have I bored you so much that you're asleep? Thank you, Maureen. You're a wonderful lady. You really are, Maureen. If you need a mother, if you need to be adopted by a mother, you would want to be adopted by Maureen. I'm telling you that now. She's wonderful, wonderful, quiet, peaceful, lovely lady. She really is. Thank you, Maureen. Howard, always been 18 minutes done already. Good God. Look at that. Now, if you fancy an unusual holiday, as sent in by Johnny Key, thank you, Johnny. Here's a nice thing. A 1970s private jet, which was once the height of luxury travel, is now offering visitors a truly unique place to stay in Pembrokeshire. The Jetstar is the brainchild of Toby Rhys-Davies, who runs a campsite in Redbirth near Tenby. Now, I've got to say, I used to go camping in the Scouts. Did you ever do that? Camping in tents, on the floor. Hard floor. God knows how I ever slept, because there's no way I could sleep on a hard floor now. Oh, no. Not with my feather down mattress topper and brand new rail-on bed. No, 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 dear. We have too much comfort now. I'm trying to think of a way, actually, to take my feather down mattress topper away on holidays with me, I think. Oh no, no, maybe not a good idea. It might get infected with bed bugs. We don't want bed bugs, do we, dear? Anyway, this private jet sleeps 4 people and includes all the original features plus Wi-Fi and a games console in the cockpit. Mr. Rhys Davis said he wanted to have the most unique campsite in the UK. And here it is. Look at this. There you go. You can actually go and stay on that for a few days. And there's some of the inside there. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that fantastic? Let's see what it says on the other side. There's a bit more writing here. Oh, some more pictures. There's the cockpit there. There's the cockpit. I assume that those 2 handle things there are something to do with the games console thing. Speaking to BBC Wales. Oh, you won't know that. Speaking on BBC Dales, the man said he bought the jet last summer, although he remained tight-lipped about where from and did it up over the winter. It's perfect for a couple, he said, with the romance of first-class travel. The reviews have been phenomenal. Visitors had described their stay as quirky, fun, and a truly amazing experience. And it's a lovely look out. Look what you see out the windows. Isn't that beautiful? We like a bit of countryside. Oh, yes. He's run the site for 3 years and began offering Mongolian yurts. What the hell are they? Is that some sort of tent thing? Mongolian yurts. But as they increased in popularity, he realised he had to think outside the box to make his site unique. The Jetstar was a truly unique place to stay, he said. He is currently working on a flying saucer for the campsite. Oh, we'll have to catch one of those first from the sky, dear. You'll have to wait for an alien to land. By next year, it will look incredible. And here's the bedroom. Look at this. Look at the bedroom. Isn't that lovely? That's just wonderful, that is. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So there's an idea. Thank you, Johnny Key, for that story and many more, which will be coming up over the next few days in our worldwide global broadcast. It's birthday time, boys and girls. There's only 4 today. Happy birthday today to long-time viewer of this show, Mr. Gerry Green. Hello, sir. 41 years old today. You're way behind me, dear. Way behind me. Happy birthday, Gerry. Nice to see you, sir. Happy birthday today to John Aitkin. I didn't know you were 40. You're not looking bad for 49, John, are you, darling? You're not. Oh, hang on. I've just seen another 4. Oh, hang on. No, it's the profile picture that you're that you look young in, not the other one. Happy birthday, John. All right, darling. 49 today. Happy birthday today to Jason Carter. 47 today. Happy birthday, Jason. And happy birthday to Jeannie Bolia. Looks like you're one of the Manilow girls, aren't you, Jenny? Happy birthday, darling. Now, where are you? Atlanta in Georgia. Georgia. Rainy night in Georgia. Yes, a Manilow girl, Jenny Bolia. Happy birthday, my darling. Here comes the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Gerry, John, Jason and Jenny. Jenny, happy birthday to you. Have a lovely day with your birthdays, boys and girls, okay? That's it for the show today. I'd just like to say a friend of mine died yesterday, I think it was, Dave Cash. Now, I worked with Dave Cash. He was a big, big radio star on the pirate ships and on with Kenny Everett years ago. But he was a DJ in his own right, very, very entertaining. And I had the privilege, the absolute privilege of working with him on Liberty Radio around about 1999, 2000. He did the 10 till 2 show. And I did the, that's 10 till 2, 10 o'clock at night till 2 in the morning. And I did the 2 in the morning till 6:30 in the morning on Liberty Radio in London. And he was a wonderful man. And I'll never forget the first time I first met him, because to me, big star. Well, he was big star in radio. And I came in, I said, hello, Dave. I'm Chris. I just want to say before I start, real privilege to be able to work with you. And he said, oh, piss off. And he was a wonderful, wonderful man, very talented, big radio star all those years. So, Dave Cash, thanks for all the laughs. And a real pleasure to meet you as well, sir, all those years ago. May you rest in peace. You certainly deserve it, all right? That's it today, boys and girls. Thanks very much for joining me, and I'll see you again for another show soon. Cheerio now.